going on. What's going on to my good people out there? Out there, uh, they'll be talking about they'll be talking about two NBA head coaches, Scott Skiles and Mike D'Antoni, and who was a better coach? Who was a better coach of Scott Skiles, Mike and Mike D'Antoni, you know, and uh, and right now for me, it's Mike. Right now for me, it's Mike D'Antoni, simply because of the fact that you know Mike Mike D'Antoni is a very good head coach in that the National Basketball Association. You know, I mean, uh, I mean, Mike D'Antoni. Mike D'Antoni did coach the Denver Nuggets, Phoenix Suns, New York Knicks, Los Angeles Lakers, and also Houston Rockets for a few seasons in that the National Basketball Association. You know, I mean, uh, I mean, Mike D'Antoni, Mike D'Antoni does have a record of 672 and 527 for a 56% win percent win percentage in the regular season, and that's the overall record of 54 and 56 during the playoffs. You know, now now with the Scott Skiles, he did coach the Phoenix Suns. He did coach the Phoenix Suns from 19 uh, 1999 to 2000. To He did coach the Phoenix Suns from 1999 to 2000, 2000 until and also coached the Chicago Bulls from 2003 to 2007, uh, and also coached the Milwaukee Bucks from 2000, 2008, and they all the way until his final season in the NBA. The NBA with the Milwaukee Bucks, and also coached the Orlando Magic for one season as well. As well, he you know, and and overall, Scott Skiles does have a record of 478, 478 and 400 and 480 during the regular season at 18, 18 and 20, and 24 during the playoffs. The playoffs, you know, no, no. The reason why, the reason why Mike, the reason why Mike D'Antoni is, the reason why Mike D'Antoni is a better head coach than your great Scott Skiles. Scott Skiles here, it's because It's because of the fact that, Mike D'Antoni, Mike D'Antoni has more accolades, during the regular season, and he does have two NBA Coach of the Year award. Award honors both the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns with Steve Nash, Joe Johnson, uh, Sean Marion, and Maury Stoudemire and the crew down there in Phoenix, in Phoenix, in Phoenix, and also the Houston Rockets with Chris Paul, and James Harden and the crew down there in Houston, in Houston, you know, yeah, so yeah, uh, and also and also Mike D'Antoni, Mike D'Antoni, Mike D'Antoni was arguably was arguably was arguably the best offensive player during that time during that time in the NBA as well, you know, and and even though Scott Skiles had has some pretty good teams like the Bulls with Tyrese Thomas, Tyrese Thomas, Tyrese Thomas, uh, uh, Luol Deng, Luol Deng, Luol Deng, and also Ben Gordon, Ben Gordon, in the crew, in the crew, down there in Chicago, and also the Milwaukee Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks, with Brandon James, with Brandon with Brandon James, James, and also Andrew Bogut, in the crew down there in Milwaukee. The fact remains that you know Scott Skiles never needed farther. Scott Skiles never needed farther than Mike D'Antoni did as an NBA. As the NBA head coach, you know. So yeah, I would have to choose. Mike D'Antoni. I would have to choose Mike D'Antoni over Scott Skiles. With Scott Skiles as the NBA basketball head coach, you know. But anyways, see you guys soon. Soon. See you guys soon, and peace out. 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 Peace out.